Yeah, feeling a little bit broken right now. I'm just feeling very lucky to be alive. Left the club at 5 a.m. Still dark. 10 minutes into the car journey to the airport, we've been followed and pursued by a gang of jackers, murderers, I don't know what they are, wearing AK-47s with full magazines at us. We've been set up. They knew exactly where we were, what car, and exactly where we were going to be at which time, which leads me to really that we were set up. If it wasn't for the heroic maneuvers of our driver, I don't even know if we'd be alive right now. I really don't.
Driving, operational intelligence.
We were on a busy motorway, pitch black. The car in front have pressed the brakes for us to stop, and then the people hung out of the car windows with balaclavas and AK-47s. Our driver has put the car in reverse. We've been flying down a busy motorway, going the wrong way, weaving in and out of cars. If the AK-47 shooters didn't get us, then we're lucky that we didn't have a really bad car crash, because we're weaving in and out of oncoming traffic going 60, 70 miles per hour. With the car full of AK-47s following us, they were adamant they were going to get us. They wouldn't stop. We've had to go miles and miles down the motorway in reverse to try to get away from the shooters. Obviously, as you can imagine, it was like a scene from Fast and Furious. I'm giggling about it, but I'm fucking broken inside. It makes you lose faith in humanity, knowing that someone has told these shooters where we're going to be. Someone that I've seen maybe tonight. I've had to change hotel rooms.
Yep.
And I booked the first flight out of here. And to be honest, I don't even know if I'll ever come back to Brazil now. I sympathise with the people of Brazil that have to live their daily life like this in fear. Leaving a club, going to a club, just DJ should be about happiness and bringing joy to people's lives, not leaving the club and wondering, will I get home safe? You know, I have children at home. My wife's about to deliver our next baby in 6 weeks' time. I can't risk being in a position like this. It's not worth it. No DJ show off is worth it. And I've had such a wicked time here in Rio as well. People are amazing, man. I really sympathise with the people of Brazil that, like I said, have to live the daily life like this. It's not fair. Humanity's...
So, as we hear, this well-known DJ had an issue in Brazil. This is happening more and more to people who travel overseas and don't have security. Let me break it down for you a little bit. Obviously, Byron Rodgers here, CEO of Bravo Research Group Security. This is what we do, executive protection. And what's happening in the world now is that many of the kidnappers, there's different types of kidnapping that goes on. There's express kidnapping, where they just take you to an ATM machine, put a gun to your head, make you empty your ATM machine, empty your daily limit, call the bank, up your daily limit, and go ATM machine to ATM machine and empty you out in a day. And then maybe you live, maybe you don't. There's also, obviously, you're kidnapped for ransom. Now, what's happening is these criminals, this whole game is an ever-evolving landscape of tactics, right? So now the game is, why go after a super wealthy client who has executive protection, who has private security operatives around him? Why not just go after an entrepreneur? How many of you guys are going to Mexico and to these other places that have legitimate crews there that have these capabilities, and just thinking nothing's going to happen? And that's the reality, unfortunately, of this game, is that many just entrepreneurs, business owners, people that have enough money for someone to put a gun to your head and for you to be able to drop anywhere from 10,000 to 50, 60, 100K, 80K. Most of us, a lot of American travelers can do that if you put a gun to their head, and they have no K&R insurance and there's no one coming to get them. And their best option is literally to call their families and get them to render and pay out. And so this is what we're seeing, is that the new most highly targeted demographic for kidnappings, express kidnappings, and kidnapping for ransom are entrepreneurs that just think nothing's going to happen. Well, I'm just going to Mexico, and it's just going to be, I'm going to stay on the resort. These types of things are happening on the resorts. So before you travel, reach out to us at Bravo Research Group, get a country report, understand the ground, understand the types of things that have happened recently in those environments. so we can provide you some level of security, or someone can provide you some level of security. I wonder how many times this DJ's been in and out of there and nothing happened, which is why he thought nothing would happen. But that's our problem. That's the world we live in. We live in the world where things do happen, so we can help you plan for something to make sure that nothing actually does happen, because you're moving through that environment, implementing security protocols that will help you live a safer overall pattern of life. And when in doubt, we can send someone with you, and it's always an honor. We've operated in over 70 different countries since 2008 on repeat. So protecting you, your corporation, your loved ones, your family, and all stakeholders is what we do here at Bravo Research Group. Thank you.